Scorpio, this is your reading for September. Love reading at that. This will be a general collective read for you, Scorpio. So, you know the deal with that. Everything else, any questions or anything, will be in the description box. As you know it, here we're working with the True Heart Intuitive Tarot deck. See what's going on with you, Scorpio. Hopefully all of y'all been doing okay out there. Alright. So let's check your energies and see what you liking and what you're looking for really. Your expectations. So we got the moon card. Dang, that's crazy how shit just be hitting me. I was just thinking about, it's Pisces moon. Like literally as I was shuffling these cards, and here come the Pisces full moon, which is gonna be hitting you September the 10th, hitting us, you know what I'm saying? But here we have the moon card, the Pisces card. Ain't that a motherfucker? So here we got the moon, nocturnal energy. We got everything that talks about, hitting things, something about that being that 8th house energy dealing with the occult and stuff. This card talks about, uncertainties when it comes to love, it's where you're feeling right now. For majority of y'all are feeling, some of y'all could be in a complicated situation, where it's like, you like your significant other, but it's just complicated, A lot of people like to put titles and names on things that, if it works, it works. It don't need no title, Just let stuff go the way it go. But, this is definitely how you feeling. This could be aiming at, the Pisces full moon, as we unravel this reading to what will be as well. So keep that in mind. Let's go look at your partner energy. And like I say, with the other signs, this energy can be interchangeable between you and your mate. And here we have water. The water sign, you know what I'm saying? We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, So more water on the table. Emotional, and it will be an emotional full moon, because like I say, it's a Pisces full moon. You're in the harvest time, so. We got the Prince. What is it? The Prince or the Princess? I can't see. I think this is the Princess. Yeah, that's the Princess right there. It's late, so excuse me. Princess jumping out of here, so we got someone feeling like or having expectations where, when it comes to love, there's like a fresh new path, when it comes to that perspection. Your perception on, relationships and how they should be, what they are, what you should be doing in them, all of that, and that's what this person is feeling. Like I said, it could be water sign, doesn't have to be, but the characteristic of this card is somebody who is just really just in all love, just in love with love, like it's all like love. So their head could be up in the clouds and they wanna, they want that that type of feel, you know what I'm saying? Here we are with me looking at this moon card, because Pisces deal with illusion, in delusion. So this person could be dealing with a scenario, situation where it's like that they wanting too much about it is, they want the whole Hollywood story, you know, hence the uncertainty, or it being just complicated. So let's see what the weakness is here for you, Scorpio. And we got the Aquarius energy here. And we're dealing with this card right here, because they could have some Aquarius in their chart, or just being the moon, or, rising, or having a Venus in that 11th house. Doesn't have to be though. But here, we're talking about being optimistic when it comes to relationships, so someone is definitely being in the negative light, kind of. This card talks about healing from the past as well. So this is just telling me, whichever one it is, you haven't learned from your past experiences, and you're really not being optimistic. So it's just like you just repeating a cycle. In a sense, this could be you or the partner now. You know what I'm saying? But healing is definitely needed. I can already tell. This is in the weak spot for you. Because the star card usually talks about aspirations and inspirations, and, having faith and hope, but it ain't there. So, because you can still not have faith or hope with your mind being in a delusional space. So, let's see what the strength is, though. We have here, and that's a good thing. This is something that is, Wheel of Fortune here. This is something that is, cosmically, universally propelling, the situation, because change is definitely here. It's definitely here. So that is the strength of the situation, This card also has a deeper spiritual aspect where it comes to like destiny, you being on that path, you choosing which door you want to go through, having that awareness that it's more than what meets the eye, surface level stuff, This card talks about good fortune as well. So, things will be on your side, whichever way this decides to turn. So prepare for the changes within the relationship or the situationship, the complicated thing that you got going, as you navigate with your partner, adjustments are needed. So what is the purpose of y'all two being together? We have here the Two of Swords, night and day, complicated situation, which we know, because this choice is just like the Two of Swords. It's like a difficult choice. Has been or will be a choice or choices that need to be made, but it's to the point where you don't want to choose, or you're stuck in between, in the middle of something, idea, issue, a person, or some shit like that, whichever one. But the choice has to be made, and it's hard for you, and it's difficult for you to make this choice. So this situation is making you deal with this choice, to keep you from being blind, that way you can have a peace of mind, So what is the outcome of this situation? And we had the 8 of this, Work will be applied here, and overall, the situation will be cultivated. You know what I'm saying? These goals, whether it's love, relationship goals, or whatever you want to call them, whatever y'all agreed on and was working towards, it will be achieved. You know, so that's the difference between that 7, where it's like you gotta put in the work, where 8 is you done put the work in, and now things are beginning to show itself. So you will be dealing with more of your mind, having to deal with choices in your situation that you got. Being present in it and not being totally lost to what you need to do. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. So definitely a successful moment when it comes to the mental. It will play out. Here we're talking about being open to discussion, talking it out, new forms of communication, even being willing to confront something, face it head on. It's like a new mentality that you will have about that stuff instead of just letting choices hang up in the air, and letting it be. So here we are, the Oracle of the 7 energies. Let's get you one more card from Spirit and see what's going on. So definitely one party is very much infatuated with the situation, even though it's a complicated situation. But life has its way of pushing you on to get shit done, don't it? And we have on the bottom of the deck, this made a few appearances throughout the reads. We got a time machine. So we're dealing with the root chakra here. And we have keywords, key concepts, inherited patterns, conditioning, lessons already learned, cellular memory, honoring the past without being trapped there. We rely on stories we inherit from our ancestors, our families, our culture, and the world around us to construct the map of our reality. As we develop new stories in life, we build on those old-fashioned foundations, prepare them when we can, or tear them down to begin again. The best and most powerful traits and experiences of your ancestors are yours to integrate into your life, so you don't have to revisit their hardships or rectify their mistakes. You have a magical map with which to navigate your current situations, which we talked about this card being the straight, navigating with the partner. So we are talking about that navigation again. Ask yourself, in this situation, what can I learn from those who came before me? What traits can I emulate in order to move through this challenge with wisdom? How can I build on what I already know and integrate this understanding? What might I do differently? Sometimes you work blindly into traps set in the past. Perhaps you cannot see that you were repeating the pattern until you were well in it. The best course of action here is to rest, practice self-compassion, and make a conscious choice to do something differently next time. Clarity will come. Remember that if you do what you always did, you'll get what you always got. History repeats itself only if you allow it. The most important thing is that you are becoming aware. You can make a different choice regarding how you respond to life right now. Yes, things can be awkward and uncomfortable as old hurts are revealed and new solutions are attempted. The time is right for change. So keep going. Every step is important. Allies will rally in the end. You are the one you have been searching for. One day you will remember how your beautiful new story was just around the corner. So much synchronicity in this oracle card with your reading. So y'all hear what time it is, Scorpio. So appreciate you for listening. See y'all later. Peace.